deserve more for yourself. You get to choose that. You don't need to allow certain things to occur in your life. It's a choice. So, on that note, here are the three most important, my belief, you can choose to make it yours or not. My belief, the three most important must-knows, must-haves, must-applies for women to honor and love their body like fucking crazy. I haven't even had coffee this morning. So, the first one, number one way that you must honor and love your body is nourishing her. And this is nothing you don't already know. You know that you need to nourish her. And the thing is, you can't hate a body you take care of. So if you are putting beautiful foods in her, you're going to feel better. And it's almost impossible, like 99.99999% impossible to hate on her no matter what shape she is, no matter how much body fat she has, no matter what dimples and wrinkles and lines and whatever she has. It's almost impossible to hate on her when you are taking care of her. Embracing and loving your body does not mean that you just go, I'm just gonna love her how she is. This is just how I am. Love, love, love. Great. And fucking take care of her. It is your body. You live in her forever, for this lifetime. So you need to take care of her. It is non-negotiable. We take care of our cars. We service them every so and so kilometers. We clean our houses. We take care of our workspace. And yet we trash our bodies and allow them to feel shit from all the shit, all the junk we're putting in them in the form of food. You need to nourish her because you owe her that. You need to honor her with that. And you're going to love her more when you do that. This does not mean you need to be on something. Please, diets and programs and meal plans and all that bullshit is not nourishing your body. It is creating such an awful relationship with food and with yourself. And this is something that we are actually going deep on in April in Self-Love School. We're going deep onto food in a huge way, where you get to learn how to nourish your body and eat for your body to feel fucking fantastic. Without diets, without rules, without regulations, without restrictions. You actually get to eat what you want. And I'm going to help you learn what that is, because everybody's different. And this is the problem with meal plans and diets and all that bullshit. Everybody is handing out a cookie cutter formula or plan or program for hundreds of thousands of different beautiful women. And we're all so different. Our relationship with food is different according to all our conditioning and programming. How we feel is different. So, you are the one who gets to choose how to nourish your body. You are the one that gets to eat what you want, according to how you feel. Not putting trash in her, not throwing pretend foods, processed shit, packets, containers, all that shit. When you eat live food, when you eat food that's alive, not dead food, not processed food, alive food, you feel alive. It's so simple, isn't it? It's so simple, but it's so true, and it's such a hard concept for so many to grasp. Because everything is energy. If you think of everything as energy, then you get to think about the energy that you're consuming, and not in the fact of calories, in the fact of what energy does this food contain. And I saw this amazing meme. I'm going to repost it. I can't remember what page. It's on my Instagram page. And it put a camera or an x-ray or something over a slice of meat, I think it was steak, and then over half an apple to show the energetical waves that go through them, and the meat only had a few blue waves. And the apple was like alive, like lightning, like it was energy, and you're eating that energy. So imagine. I love my body now more, and I actually have more body fat now than what I did when I was training crazy like a personal trainer. I love her more now because I'm honoring her and not punishing her than I did when I had this crazy rippled six-pack. I love her more now because I'm showing her that love. So number one, with honoring and loving your amazing body, absolute must is nourish her. Don't feel like you need to get this right. Don't feel like you need to scrap everything you're doing and start this new plan. Start to make better choices. Catch yourself on the energy you're putting behind your choices. Catch yourself on the intention that you're putting behind the foods that you eat. It's all a process, my darling. Cut yourself some slack and keep choosing better. You are doing the best you can with the tools that you have now, and you are going to make those tools better and better and better. Your best becomes better and better. Betterer and betterer. It's an actual word. Number two, absolute fucking must, like non-negotiable must for yourself and your body. Honoring and loving her is your words. Your words are energy. Your words are your thoughts and your beliefs. The way you speak to yourself affects your mind, body, and soul. The way you speak to yourself, you think about when you say something damaging to yourself. When you look in the mirror, you're standing there naked, you've just got out of the shower, you look at yourself in a full-length mirror and you just go, ugh, you are fucking disgusting. Oh, even saying that makes my body react. You have a physiological reaction to that. It makes you feel low vibe. It makes you feel like you could spiral with more of this talk. It makes you feel awful. The way you speak to yourself in the mirror, it makes you feel awful. And that talk is having an effect on your body. It is causing dis-ease. You are killing yourself. You are causing cancer. You are causing illness. You are causing disease. You are causing all these things through the words, and obviously other influencing factors, but your words affect all of that 100% because it's energy. And the thing is, we are our own worst critic, and the way we speak to ourselves directly relates to the way we accept other people into our lives. Though how much we love ourselves and how much love we treat and show to ourselves is a direct reflection of the love that we will accept into our life. So if you don't have self-love, if you're not talking to yourself like an absolute fucking queen, if you are not honoring yourself with words like a goddess, then guess what you're going to attract and allow into your life in relationships, friendships, work colleagues, words, people down crossing paths, words. You're going to let it affect you because you've already got that within you. So you need to change your language. Would you use the words that you use on yourself to your best friend? Would you? No. Would you kneel down in front of your child if you're a mother and you're watching this? Would you kneel down in front of your child and tell him or her the things that you say to yourself? Fuck no. No way you would, because you'd be like, I wouldn't say that. That would be damaging. That would absolutely crush them. Well, yeah, and that's what it's doing to you. Tell yourself that. Because these words are damaging and they're creating your reality. Our words create our reality. So if you keep telling yourself you can't do that, I'm not good enough, guess how your life is going to shape up? Exactly that way. You're not going to be good enough for anything. You're not going to achieve anything because you were creating that. And then what happens is we get into victim mode and start blaming everything outside of us. And that's a whole other lie for a whole other day. So catch your language. Catch it. And reframe it bit by bit. Speak with words of love. Imagine you're talking to your best friend when you talk to yourself. Imagine you're talking to your child. And on that note, the way we talk to ourselves and the way we treat ourselves, our children are absorbing that shit. Don't think they're not. Don't think you're going, I don't say that in front of them and I don't do that in front of them. They fucking know. They're not stupid. They know. Energy doesn't lie. And your kids are the most intuitive little beings. They know. They know. The younger they are, the more intuitive they are because they haven't got all that conditioning and programming and domestication imparted upon them like we have as adults yet. So they know. So don't think because you're not saying it in front of them that it's not affecting them and the people around you and your grandchildren and your nieces and your nephews and everybody around you. So speak to yourself always like you would your children or your grandchildren or your best friend. That is how you talk to yourself. That is how you change your life. These things are simple, but seriously, these will create such a massive shift in your life like you would not believe. So, the last but definitely not final one, and this one's huge. How to love and honor your body like a fucking goddess, and what you must do is non-negotiable. Speak your truth sexually. Hear me. Speak your truth sexually. Do not allow your body to be, I'm trying to think of the word, do not let anyone in that space that does not honor you. So this can look like, and I'm 100% guilty of this, I'm sure we all are, where we nod and smile along to something in the bedroom with somebody that in our gut we're like, I really don't want to do that, or I didn't like how he just did that, or he just said this thing that makes me squirm, but I'm not going to say anything. Or a big one, I'm not going to ask him to put on a condom because I don't want to seem like a prude, and like, he's already there, so I'm not going to stop it now, because then he might stop, and then he might walk away, and then I'll feel rejected, and that'll mean I'm not loved, and all these program stories that we have going on. It's true, isn't it? For instance, I was having sex with a guy that I was dating and ended up being in a relationship with eventually, but this was still in the dating stage, and during sex he called me bitch. Not as like a fuck you bitch, but it was like, yeah, like, do it bitch. And to me, I was like, like, that made me feel sick. But I continued on. I did not speak my truth. I did not speak up. I have allowed men to enter me without a condom. I have. When I know I should have said, stop, where is the doona? Where is the doodle blanket? Where is it? Because this isn't happening unless that is in place. Just saying. And you are also allowed to ask a man, before you even get to that stage, to have a STI test. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? You're like, whoa, I couldn't ask him that. He'll run. Perfect. If he runs, sister, he's not the man for you. What is he running from? If some guy said to me, look, before we get intimate, I really respect you and I care for you. Before we get intimate, would you mind if you took an STI test? Just so I'm clear, and I'll take one too. I would be like, yes, dude, that is so cool. Absolutely, I will. But we don't. We don't speak this truth because we're afraid of seem prudish. We're afraid to be rejected. We're afraid to be judged. We're afraid that if they walk away or stop sex halfway through, that it's going to feel like shit and uncomfortable. So it's just easier in our heads to go along with whatever's happening. You don't have to go along with whatever's happening. It doesn't matter what he asks of you in the bedroom or what he's doing. You get to honor your body and speak your truth. This, my darling goddess, is a fucking temple. You nourish her, you speak to her like a temple, and you honor her sexually. Does this mean you can't have one night stands? Does this mean you can't do it? Of course not. That is your choice. But there is also an element of in that you need to honor your body, girlfriend, and not just allow it to be, come get me, whoever, penis, come at me, penis. I just need penis. Honor your fucking self. Seriously. And if you're in a relationship, this still applies. Because it comes up. It comes up. Because too many of us beautiful women go like this in the bedroom. And just go, I'm just going to go along with it. Or I'm going to do that because I know that he'll like it. And I don't want to say no because I love him and I want to do this for him. No. Communicate with him. If you're in a relationship with a beautiful man and you're still finding that there are things in the bedroom that you just want to speak about, communicate with him before you get to the bedroom. Or if it happens in the moment, call it. And if he's a beautiful human, he'll understand. He'll get it. And if he's not a beautiful human, then pack your bags, brother. You're not for me. We have been conditioned to look outside of ourselves for validation, for self-love, for approval. You don't have to hand your power outside of yourself to say, please teach me. Please teach me how to eat. Please teach me what I have to eat, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Tell me what I'll do and I'll do it. You just give me what I have to do and I'll do it. You get to take that power back because we've been taught to look for that outside of ourselves. Words, we've been taught to look for compliments and we search for them and we fish for them. We've been taught to look for validation from compliments and acknowledgement from other people, from work colleagues, from friends, from partners. Start talking to yourself like that, precious. Yeah. And we've been taught that because of this approval, because of this this dire need for approval and self-love and validation, that we can't speak up in the bedroom because then that will negate all that. Oh God, imagine what he said if I said that. I just went along with it. What was I supposed to say? No! You say no! If that ain't for you, you say no, girlfriend. We got it? Speak your truth, my darling girls. Stand in your self-love empowerment. And this is why I always talk about how powerful self-love is. I don't need the fluffy self-care Sundays, mani-pedis, woo. Oh God, no. Self-love is so fucking powerful. It is everything. It is like the foundation of everything that you are, because when you don't love yourself, your whole life will reflect that. The way you eat, the way you attract relationships, the way you move, the way you think, the way you act, the way you have sex, the way you talk to other people, everything. You are literally living from a space of self-love. So if you don't have that in check in a massive and deep way, nothing's going to change outside of your beautiful self. Nothing. It's going to feel like everything is coming at you all the time and you're being attacked and why me and here we go again and oh, I attracted another dickhead who doesn't wear doodle dooners and oh, people just treat me like shit and I get walked all over and why do people keep doing this to me and why can't I just get my eating right? Fuck, I'm so hopeless. This is the cycle you get caught in because you're not embodying and learning or remembering self-love, because I believe self-love is in all of us. It is in our core being, it is in our essence, it is in our star seed magic. It is in there and we just need to remember it, because I believe it has been clouded and masked over time from all the conditioning and programming that we receive from all these external sources. So if you get to close those out and focus on you and learn about you and what you want and what your truth is and how to stand in your fucking power, boom! All these other voices are just like, yeah, no, thanks for that, brother, but what you just said to me isn't actually about me, it's about you. Thanks for telling me I'm not good enough, but I actually know I'm good enough, so that's actually about you, my friend, not me. This is the power we get to stand in. Yes, because it's inside of you. It's not in stuff, it's not outside of you, it's not in a relationship, it's not in a friendship, it's not in the new car or the new house, it's not in the weight loss six-pack. It doesn't matter if any of that changes because it's already within you. You've got it. Because girlfriend, I don't care who you are. I don't care if we've never met. I don't care if this is your first time meeting me, and hello and welcome if it is. I don't care about any of that. I know that you have power within you and it is not being tapped in because you have all this external shit going on that is influencing that internal power. It's in there. And that internal power is self-love. And oh my fucking God, your life will completely blow up when you embody that. Embody that self-love. Be that self-love. Everything shifts and changes. And I'm speaking from experience. And from beautiful women that I've worked with. I was the girl that had no self-love. That allowed men to not put on condoms when we had sex. To eat foods that are punishing my body, to exercise, to thrash myself, to achieve a body so I fitted in, who spoke to myself with words that I would never say to anybody else. And if I can do it, you can too, because guess what? We are just the same. I am no better than you. We are both humans. We both have a brain. We both have a heart. We are human beings. So if I can do it, you can too, beautiful. No matter what your circumstances, no matter what your past, no matter what shit you feel like you're going through, let's grow through it together. I fucking love you. Work from the inside out. You are amazing. And I want you to look at me right now. I believe in you. I believe in you. I do. Mwah. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching, my loves. Bye.